Are you one of those people who suffer from electromagnetic hypersensitivity, fatigue, tiredness, stress, brain fog, aches, and pains? What if I told you that you can soak your way into serenity? Soak in Serenity, our new herbal bath formula, is known to soothe anxiety, relieve stress and fatigue in just one bath. Visit our store at blacksunrise.com/herbs dash page. Remember to spell sunrise SONRISE. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another segment of your Global Black News. And in today's segment, we're looking at the United States Space Force unveils its first weapon, a satellite jammer. This article was taken from futurism.com by Dan Robitsky. Plain offense. The U.S. Space Force recently acquired its first offensive weaponry, a device capable of blocking satellite communications, temporarily rendering orbiting satellites useless. The technology behind these counter-communication systems, as they are called, has already existed for years. Interesting engineering reports. But the device were only delivered to the military last month. With them, the US government can now disable what they call enemy satellites from the ground. Watch this. While these weapons are new for the US military, they had already been deployed elsewhere. I wonder where they deployed these weapons. For instance, Popular Mechanics report that Russia's military had a similar weapon in place since 2019. And while the technical details of how the jammers work are kept under wraps, PopMech reports that there have been at least 13 similar systems up and running around the world in 2019. While the counter-communication systems don't actually damage the satellites they target, they pose a major threat to military and other communication networks that rely on satellites to relay messages. That means soldiers could be cut off from communication networks while they're on a mission. And in a far more drastic scenario, missile alert systems could suddenly be disabled, leaving whatever nation that got jammed vulnerable to a devastating attack. Okay, what could possibly go wrong? And what does this mean for the Black collective? Okay, it means that we haven't even gotten our act together to compete economically. We haven't gotten our act together to compete technologically. I'm just talking about on Earth. We haven't gotten our act together to compete financially. We haven't gotten our act to compete on a business level. It doesn't mean that individual Black people aren't making tremendous impact and doing great things. Yes, they are. But we're talking about the collective, right? Because when other groups move, they move as a collective. So we haven't even gotten a social identity. We're so fragmented, We haven't even gotten a social identity. And now here we are in the space race. Now, granted, the space race has been going on for 50 years that we know of, maybe 60 years. But now they're moving not only to weaponize space, which they've already done, but now they're moving to develop other planets. They're moving to mine other planets. And now they're moving for space dominance. And we are still on the ground fighting about stupid stuff and about idiotic things. And when I look at this, granted, I know a lot of this technology is alien technology. Make no mistake, it is. You have to give them credit. And you have to give them credit. And this is what I say. I keep saying, don't invite them in, but learn from them. Copy what they do and use it to better yourself. Learning what other people do best, copying what they do best, and trying to be better at what they do best without inviting them in. Because when you invite them in, it's never a level playing field. They play to win and they play to get rid of you. They don't admit it. Very few times they admit it. But they play to win and they play to get rid of you. And it's still the United States policy from the 70s. The United States policies from the 70s, the big new Brzezinski and Henry Kissinger. Their policy for Africa and black countries is the same. Genocide masquerading as depopulation. So what does that tell us? I think that this is amazing, but this is a serious learning curve. They are already moving to mine asteroids and other planets in space. They already have programs to move their populations to other planets in space. And now we're learning that they're prepping for full spectrum dominance from space. And where are black people? Fighting over stupid what you wear and what you don't wear. Fighting over who has more money than who. Fighting over dumb stuff. Anyway, I read these articles because I'm a fair play and a fair game, even though I know a lot of this technology is alien technology and it's going to get us in trouble. All this technology is not going to have a good ending. But you have to respect them for how they move. And one of the things that we lack is that our leaders do not believe. Our leaders in many black countries and right here in the United States do not believe. And when I say believe, I mean fund. They do not practice funding research and development and ingenuity and business, funding it. They don't believe in doing that for the average black person and will forever be at the bottom if we keep taking that stance. I think this is amazing. I personally am against all this technology because it's not going to have a happy ending, but you've got to commend them. You've got to commend them. They move as a force. Join us again for another segment of your Global Black News.